In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on April 7, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Sacramento Kings vs. Brooklyn Nets. The Sacramento Kings are set to face off against the Brooklyn Nets at the Barclays Center this Sunday evening in a non-conference matchup. The Kings currently hold the 9th spot in the Western Conference with a record of 44-33, but they are on a bit of a slide, having lost their last 2 games, including a close 101-100 defeat on the road against the Boston Celtics. On the other side, the Nets are sitting at the 11th spot in the Eastern Conference with a 30-47 record. They will be coming into this game on the second night of a back-to-back, having played the Detroit Pistons at home the night before. This will be their second and final meeting of the season, with the Kings having secured a 131-118 victory in their earlier matchup on December 11th. The Sacramento Kings have been struggling lately, losing 4 out of their last 6 games. They will be eager to bounce back from a heart-wrenching defeat to the Celtics, where they fell short by just 1 point. De'Aaron Fox led the charge with an impressive 40-point performance, shooting 16 of 29 from the field. Domantas Sabonis also had a solid showing with 16 points, 16 rebounds, and 6 assists, while Keegan Murray contributed 10 points, 11 rebounds, and 4 assists. Despite their efforts, the Kings had a tough shooting night, hitting only 38% from the field and 17 of 51 from beyond the arc. They fought hard to erase a 19-point deficit but ultimately lost to a clutch shot by the Celtics' Xavier Tillman with just 7.1 seconds remaining. Meanwhile, the Brooklyn Nets have been in relatively good form, winning 5 of their last 7 games. They will be aiming for their 3rd consecutive victory after narrowly defeating the Pistons 113-103 at home the previous night. Cam Thomas led the Nets with an impressive 32-point performance, accompanied by 6 rebounds and 5 assists. Dennis Schroeder also had a notable game with 24 points and 6 assists, while Noah Clowney contributed 17 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 blocks off the bench. Despite a slow start and trailing by 19 points, the Nets managed to turn things around in the 4th quarter, outscoring their opponents 38-20 to secure the win comfortably. The Nets will be facing the Raptors after their matchup against the Kings. In terms of player availability, the Kings will be without Malik Monk and Kevin Huerter due to injuries, while the Nets will miss Cameron Johnson and Dennis Smith Jr. Brooklyn, playing on the second night of a back-to-back, has already been eliminated from playoff contention. They have struggled offensively throughout the season. On the other hand, the Kings are currently in the play-in tournament picture and are striving to secure a guaranteed playoff spot. Although they have been impacted by injuries to their perimeter shooters, they have more at stake in this matchup and enjoy a rest advantage. The Nets have been inconsistent this season, and being on the second night of a back-to-back does not bode well for them. With nothing left to play for in terms of playoffs, their motivation may be lacking. The Kings, however, are motivated to improve their playoff seeding or avoid the play-in tournament altogether. Despite recent offensive struggles, the Kings should have the upper hand in this matchup. If they fail to capitalize, it could raise concerns for Sacramento. Therefore, the Sacramento Kings to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Looking at the statistical trends, the Kings have seen the under hit in 40 of their 77 games this season. They rank around the middle of the league in terms of turnovers and play at a relatively fast pace. Meanwhile, the Nets have also seen more unders than overs this season, with 39 unders in 77 games. They are below average in terms of pace and commit turnovers at an average rate. Recent games for both teams have indicated offensive struggles, with the Kings averaging 106 points per game over their last 3 games and the Nets averaging 114 points. Considering these factors, this game is likely to be low scoring. Therefore, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Utah Jazz vs. Golden State Warriors. The Utah Jazz, currently standing at 29-48, are set to face off against the Golden State Warriors, who hold a 42-35 record in an exciting Western Conference clash. The Warriors hold a 2-0 advantage in the season series against the Jazz, having won both games on Utah's home court. Notably, the Jazz are enduring a challenging phase, having lost their last 11 consecutive matches, including a recent defeat to the Clippers. On the other hand, the Warriors had their 6-game winning streak snapped with a narrow loss to the Mavericks, leaving them firmly in 10th place in the standings with limited opportunity to advance. The Utah Jazz have been struggling immensely, losing 14 out of their last 15 games. Their recent 131-102 defeat against the Clippers marked their 11th consecutive loss, with Talen Horton-Tucker leading the team in scoring with 17 points. The Jazz shot a dismal 38% from the field and faced a tough first quarter, trailing by a significant margin early in the game. Meanwhile, the Golden State Warriors were on a positive trajectory before their defeat to the Mavericks, with Stephen Curry contributing 28 points to lead the team. The Warriors showed resilience by erasing a 16-point deficit, only to fall short at the end. In terms of player availability, the Jazz will continue to miss key contributors like Lauri Markkanen, Jordan Clarkson, and John Collins. On the Warriors side, Stephen Curry remains sidelined, and Jonathan Kuminga and Andrew Wiggins are questionable for the upcoming game. Despite injury challenges, the Warriors have maintained a competitive edge, securing their playoff spot and exhibiting exceptional three-point shooting against the Jazz. Utah's recent struggles reflect their broader performance this season, compounded by significant injuries to key players. In contrast, the Warriors have demonstrated consistency and determination, making a push for a favorable playoff position. Despite the potential absence of key players, the Warriors possess sufficient depth and skill to secure a victory in this matchup against a depleted Jazz roster, so the Golden State Warriors to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Jazz's injury-plagued lineup, featuring sideline stars like Markkanen, Clarkson, and Collins, will likely impact their offensive capabilities. Notably, in their previous encounter with the Warriors, which ended in a narrow 140-137 defeat, these players combined for 51 points. The absence of these contributors will challenge the Jazz's ability to score against a defensively solid Warriors team. Although Curry will be absent for the Warriors, they are poised to dominate early in the game, leveraging their offensive prowess to build a substantial lead before potentially easing off in the second half. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Minnesota Timberwolves versus Los Angeles Lakers. On Sunday night, the Minnesota Timberwolves will be heading to Los Angeles to face off against the Lakers in a crucial Western Conference matchup. The Timberwolves are in a tight race for the top position in the Western Conference alongside the Thunder and Nuggets, making every game crucial as the regular season draws to a close. On the other hand, the Lakers are fighting for playoff positioning in the lower half of the Western Conference standings and still have a chance to climb a few spots before the season concludes. The Minnesota Timberwolves have shown strong form lately, winning 6 out of their last 8 games. However, they will be eager to bounce back after their 2-game winning streak was halted by a 97-87 road loss against the Suns on Friday. Anthony Edwards led the team with 17 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists in that game, while Nickeil Alexander-Walker contributed 13 points off the bench. The Timberwolves struggled as a team, shooting just 38% from the field and 10 of 29 from beyond the arc. They faced an uphill battle after being outscored 57-41 in the first half. Naz Reid and Rudy Gobert had tough outings, with Reid managing only 8 points on 3 of 3 shooting and Gobert scoring just 4 points. Meanwhile, the Los Angeles Lakers have been in excellent form, winning 9 of their last 10 games and extending their current winning streak to 4 games after a dominant 116-97 victory over the Cavaliers. D'Angelo Russell led the charge with 28 points on efficient shooting, followed by LeBron James with 24 points and 12 assists, and Anthony Davis with 22 points, 13 rebounds, and 6 blocks. The Lakers shot a remarkable 56% from the field and made 16 of 37 attempts from three-point range. They started strong with a 36-point first quarter and tightened their defense to limit the Cavaliers to just 41 points in the second half. The Timberwolves are still without key players like Karl Anthony Towns and Jalen Clark, while the Lakers are missing Christian Wood and Jared Vanderbilt. The availability of LeBron James and Anthony Davis for this game remains uncertain, posing a challenge for the Lakers as they decide whether to rest their star duo in a back-to-back scenario with playoffs approaching. Expectations lean towards one of them being active, with James potentially more likely to sit out. Davis's presence could provide the Lakers an advantage inside and force Rudy Gobert away from the basket. The Lakers' sharpshooters, particularly Austin Reeves and D'Angelo Russell, have been impressive recently, placing additional defensive pressure on the Timberwolves. Minnesota's inconsistent offense might struggle against the Lakers' scoring prowess. The Lakers have been on a hot streak, winning 9 of their last 10 games, while the Timberwolves aim to rebound from a recent loss after securing victories in their previous 2 outings. Minnesota has won 2 out of 3 meetings against the Lakers this season, with each team winning on their home court. Minnesota has secured a top seed in the West, whereas the Lakers are striving to break into the top 6 or at least maintain a top 8 spot. The Lakers are likely to continue their strong home performance, driven by their playoff aspirations. Despite the Timberwolves' recent setback against the Suns, they come into this matchup with momentum from their previous winning streak. The Lakers are playing some of their best basketball of the season, winning 9 of their last 10 games. While Minnesota is capable of causing an upset, the Lakers are nearly at full strength and are favored to win at home. Therefore, the Los Angeles Lakers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Minnesota leads the league in opponent points per game, and although 2 of the 3 previous matchups between these teams went over the total points, the Lakers have been excelling offensively during their current win streak. However, given their back-to-back game situation and Minnesota's recent defensive performance, the Lakers are likely to rely more on their defensive capabilities in this contest. The Timberwolves' defense, coupled with the Lakers' potential absence of key players, should keep the scoring relatively low. This game could have a playoff-like intensity, making points harder to come by. Thus, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.